J.A. LaRock, Women of Action Figure channel, and we're here with another action figure unboxing and review. And today we're going to be looking at the Lost Shannon figure. It's kind of like more a statue than an action figure because it doesn't really move much. I already did a review on Kate Austen, so you can look for that on my channel. But we're going to be looking at this one and see if I'm going to be happy to add this to my Women of Action figure collection. Be right back. Let's check them out. Alright, so we're here with the action figure for Shannon, and I really like this because some of these figures, it doesn't bother me if it's not an action figure, especially if it's from a line that is not, super popular. I liked Lost when it first came out. You can see it's from season 1. I think that it went off the rails after the writer's strike and the ending was terrible. Don't at me because that's just my opinion. But a lot of these figures that when I was first trying to get them, they were pretty expensive. Like Kate Austen herself was like $40. And patience pays off. And being, a person that's looking for a deal, I am always willing to wait. And I waited and I kept an eye on eBay, and someone actually had this and Kate Austen on sale for $29.99, and I think the shipping was only like $8. It was a great deal. So even though the box was had wear and tear, it was still new in the box, and I was like, hey, I'm going to be opening this bad girl anyway. So I just like the presentation. I mean, you see it comes with a map and all this stuff, and it's like just the presentation and just the style of it was cool. And of course McFarlane, so you know that he was really good as far as the statue stuff back in the day. He was the one that put all that detail into something, even though you wouldn't be able to do a lot of articulation with it, but people were just impressed with the detail. So you can see it tells you what it comes with, and you can see. I mean, look, my Women of Action figure, it's all types. I want to collect as many as I can. I'm kind of like a volume collector in that, but it also has to do with like shows that I like. Now, obviously, this is going to appeal to some people just because it's a pretty woman on a bikini. But for me, I just wanted to have basically as many from that line that I could get. But I have to say, it's really sweet. The rest of the box itself is kind of plain, but you can see what else comes at least with this version. It's funny too because poor Charlie and Hurley, I've seen them pretty cheap. I even seen them on Amazon, which is like, oh man, give them some love. It's like Locke and Jack, they get love, but man, poor Hurley, man. As a big man myself, it bothered me when people were like on the message boards like, man, how has Hurley been on the island for so long and ain't lost weight? I'm like, bruh, it's not always as easy as you think. Even if you're eating nuts and berries, like give the man a break, man. But you can see, oh, look at that. I didn't even see that it had original price. That's just crazy. Reduced apparel. And where is this from? Ridley's Family Markets. Hey, so anyone out there in the comments knows what Ridley's Family Markets is? Let me know. I'm actually curious. So as you can see, this was sealed, but it's not going to be sealed for long because we're going to open this bad girl up right now. But that's cool. I actually like when some of these figures I pick up because a lot of times I like to look for like obscure figures, especially like those 90s comic figures that, maybe people don't even really barely know the comic, and they made a figure for it. And then sometimes I'll see sometimes at a garage sale, and they'll be like super cheap. Like they'll be like, oh, I'll get, they'll sell a new in box for like $2. And it's always interesting to me to see like how much they paid, or I guess potentially they paid. So you can see it comes with this little insert. And this is one of the things that made Lost like so popular, was all the little games that they had. Like nowadays, people probably would even be a little turned off by stuff like that. But back in the day, it was still kind of new to have all this connection to it. So you can see this is a little bit later. They have like the DVDs and stuff. But they used to have like, this is when outside message boards were still big. And what I mean by that is like a lot of people go to the same places. Like they'll go to read stuff on Twitter, Reddit, Facebook, stuff like that. But, back when this came out, you would still have like people would go to the official Lost message boards, or there would be someone who eventually broke out of the pack and they created what they consider the place to go and talk about Lost. And people would go to that message board and it would blow up, and then sometimes even writers and stuff would go there. This is interesting because I guess this is supposed to be part of a backdrop, but it's blurry. Like, that's not my camera. That's actually how the picture looks. I don't get that. If anyone knows why it's blurry like that, let me know. That's interesting and weird at the same time. All right, and then in here was like, I guess, do not mix. Oh yeah, because this makes sounds, and if you saw my review on Kay Austin, you'll see that she makes sounds, and one is a scream, and it's scary because, man, you hit that button in the wrong situation, you can find yourself in trouble. So you can see, very simple inside this box. So we still have to clear off this plastic to get inside, but you can already see like the stuff that it comes with, and that map. I really wonder, like, I'm not looking to like resell or anything like that, but I kind of wonder if like any of the other pieces are worth something, like the map. Like, I mean, I guess let's just see. I'm a PC gamer, an old school gamer, so I remember when there were a lot of you would get a PC game and they would have maps in it. It would have all kinds of stuff. Like, it was packed full of things. Oh my goodness! What the? This is a huge. Oh, see, I don't even remember. It's been so long. Oh! I think I tore it. I heard a little rip when I was tearing it. Party foul. I mean, it doesn't matter, but yeah, this is the one where it's like there's codes and all that. Yeah, so it's like, that's cool. I mean, I could definitely see if you really like Lost, you would maybe put this in a frame or something, I guess. Could have sworn I heard a rip, but I don't see. Oh, I think it's here or something. Whatever. That doesn't concern me. So these here are part of the backdrop. So you can see right there where she would lay on the beach. I think that's where you put that picture. So I guess maybe that's a scene. See, like I said, I forgot. So I think and I'll show you. Basically, I think it's supposed to be like in the background. So it's like she's resting and people are like back there. Like, I mean, there's still like, I don't know if that's fire. It looks like it's a regular bonfire, but that's kind of funny. Where like she's just chilling. Like, I need to get my sun on. I don't know what y'all doing, but that's cool. So let me just show you. Basically, this box is what I'm talking about. Yeah, you don't go nowhere yet. So this is the box where it plays the sound. So usually this doesn't actually fit directly on to the stand. I think it's either like to the side, or it might be. See, I think it's too big to fit underneath. We'll see. I think it has batteries in it. Let's see. No, well, I mean, it's old, so I mean, I think it looks like here the batteries are still in there, but it's probably one of those things where it's just because of age. But look, you see 2006 touchtone television and stuff like that, so that's cool. But don't worry, I'm going to put batteries in it and test it out. All right, so, and then here's the, I guess, sand area. I actually like it. It's light. I guess this is a mistake. I don't know. But I like how it looks. I like the fact that it has a little water on it. I mean, like, these details to me are cool. You know, like Oceanic, which is the name of the plane, their plane company. I like that, how that looks. Looks like little pieces of the plane. The blanket, and you can see like the holes here, and that's going to correspond to her back. So I'll show you that. And then of course the bright blanket, very, very bright. Then we have the figure itself. I also like when it comes with like little accessories. I'd say that's one of the coolest things for me have been just having like drawers of accessories, whether it's like guns or different accessories that you put on things. And I like mixing and matching. Like I said, I'm a volume collector, so I'm the kind of person that I'm like, what happens if I give a character that is a pacifist, you know, a lightsaber or something like that, you know? So anything that, oh my goodness, I'm sorry. This is really hard to pull out. All right. So anything that, any type of little accessory like that, I just think is really sweet and cool. All right, so we have the figure, and as I said, so with these, statues, as I said, it's a scene. So, you're not gonna be able to do much with it. You put it together as the way it's supposed to be for the most part, and that's it. And in this case, since she's sunbathing and has her eyes closed, I mean, it's a different aesthetic, like you're limited in what you can do. So you can see like the figure, it's nice. It's, there's some texture, not a lot. I would say it's mostly paint, but I do feel like there's a little bit of texture between, the bikini and the skin. You have that hard hair. Of course, it makes sense. It's flat in the back because she's lying down. And then you have the pegs, like I said, that correspond onto the little sand area. And I mean, that's it. I mean, you see, I don't know if that's supposed to be like that, where sand in the feet. I mean, if that's part of the touch, I think that's cool. But nothing crazy. It's more supposed to be just the overall scene. You have a scene from Lost. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to put her on the turntable and see how it looks all together sunbathing. Be right back. All right, so here's how the scene is supposed to look. I think that's interesting. I mean, for a display and everything, I think that's cool. Couple of things. So you can see when it comes back around how you build that scaffolding here and how it fits in and all that, and it displays the picture. I mean, I think that's cool. For me, there's one for Kate Austin too. I'll bring that out to show you guys, but I didn't leave the background on it. I mean, I don't know, it didn't really do anything for me. I mean, I guess maybe like closer up, maybe it's cooler closer up. I can't really say. Let me take it off the turntable, because I mean, for this, turning isn't as necessary as with other things. But I mean, you can see, like, I guess the idea, because you'd have to even zoom in, like, to really try to get the perspective like that, I guess, maybe. The blur is kind of strange, but I understand what they were going for. But I don't know, for me, I don't really need the backdrop. I mean, maybe I'll see how it goes, but for me, it wasn't necessary. Overall though, I still think it's nice. There was a party foul. Unfortunately, now the little actual piece fell off, but when I was taking the little lotion out of the package, the tape pulled off the label, so that's unfortunate. We also have the sunglasses, and I guess it's just, and I guess this works better since she has her eyes closed. Ooh, that kind of fits weird though. See, the thing is, there isn't like an air that you can go behind, at least not that I can see. Like, maybe I'm an old man, I can't see correctly. Maybe there's like a little area back here that I'm missing. But like the sunglasses, it's like I can, and they really do not want to stay on there, but that's kind of funny. But I guess it could just be on the side here along with this. I didn't find a way to mount this either. I was looking to see, like, hey, is there some place here that you're supposed to mount this? But I don't see it. If I'm missing something, let me know. Also, when you're putting this in the pegs, like you can see underneath here how you have the different pegs. So all of these fit in, and then you have the one by your feet, and you kind of have to play around with it. Like you have to like squeeze like one side, press it down, be careful, squeeze the other side. The feet were probably the easiest to get in, but then after that you kind of had to play around. And there was, like you saw earlier, there was an indentation at the top here so that you're able to slide the head into place. So I mean, they make it where you got it right, but basically it's just a little bit of maneuvering around the plastic, getting it directly into place to how you like it. But once it's there, I mean, this thing isn't coming out unless you pull on it to come out. But I have to say that this figure, for what it is nice. I just liked it because I wanted to have as many of especially the female characters from this line as possible. So to be able to get my hands on this, especially 2 for basically 30 bucks, so 15 bucks each, was pretty nice. Now, the last part I'll show you is the little box, because this is the box that we showed earlier. It did not have batteries in it, so that's cool. But here's what happens when you push the buttons.
The plane had a black box idiot out 8 on the rescue boat.
Okay.
You want my information? Name, Shannon Rutherford. Age, 20. Address, Crap Hole Island. What's a 4-letter word for I don't care? The plane had a black box idiot out 8 on the rescue boat.
All right, so it looks like she says 3 things. At least there's no screaming. I swear, I don't even know where the box for Kate Austen is, because there's like just a scream for no reason is one of the options, and it just freaked me out, and I think I like threw it, and I have no idea where it is. So I mean, there's that. Let me go get Kate Austen for you. To show you, and like I said, for this one, I took away the backdrop because I was like, I don't care. So that's the Kate Austen one. And as I said, there's a video on my channel of that. And as I said, I don't care about the backdrop on this. I do like you could just pop it out. So I think you have a good little combination here. Like, could you imagine if like Shannon's like the guard and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna just chill here on this sand while Kate is locked behind a bamboo prison. So I mean, hey guys, everyone has their thing why they collect. For me, mixing these two like that's why I collect. And there was a background that you could mount back here or something. I think I have it, but one of the little bamboos is missing. But so yeah, you can see there's good old Kate. Like, okay, so my figure gets locked in jail. Her figure is in a bikini chilling on the beach. Is that fair? I don't think it's fair. But what I can say is that I'm happy. I mean, this kind of stuff is just cool. I think it's sweet. This gimmick with the box is freaky. But just having this is fun, and especially since I got it at a good price. So is it good for your collection? I don't know. That's up to you. But for me, I am happy to have this statue figure as part of my Women of Action figure collection. Thanks so much for watching, and we really need your help to grow this channel. We want to spread these awesome Women of Action figures all around YouTube, and you know how the algorithm is. So you gotta do the things that everybody asks for, but we really need it, and we need to have those subs, we need to have those likes, and hit that notification button, because that's the only thing that lets YouTube know that this content is worth it. But I do either way appreciate you for watching, and also those comments are good too. And what I want to ask is that if you know of a woman action figure, a female action figure that I should be looking at, whether I can find it cheap or otherwise, cheaper the better, because I'm still the % off collector. Let me know in the comments, and I will try my best to add that to the collection and add another video. But until next time, thanks a lot.